live a few minutes early to let a few people tick on. What up, all my podcasters? You live with Ray once again for a little short 10-minute segment. We're going to get kicked off at 8 o'clock. Hopefully we get some people on here to join. Don't forget to hit that like button and those hearts on the side so this can boost up and show up in other people's feeds. If you will. Definitely. Get a little parched out here. Always got to have something tasty. Little flavor water. We're about a minute away from start time. I'm looking a little scraggly. Just a little bit. Time to hit the barbershop and get a fade. Just a little bit scraggly. Shout out to everybody joining. Again, this is going to be a little quick 10-minute segment. Tonight we're going to talk a little bit just about honesty and integrity, which really kind of go hand in hand together. What up, Joe? I think we're approaching the hour here. Shout out to my man Joe. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. Check out his Facebook page. Check out his music. The Silhouette. He got a nice album out there, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. Shout out to him. Again, I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. It's going to be a little 10-minute segment. We're going to talk about honesty and integrity tonight. It is 8 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and get this show on the road. Again, this is Revelations with Ray of the Grayscale Podcast, and tonight we talking a little bit about honesty and integrity. I want to start this off by quoting who I believe, where I first heard it from, Marcus Garvey, and he said that an honest man has nothing to fear. And just basically, as long as you're honest and truthful about your actions and the things that you do, then you really have nothing to fear in terms of repercussions. You're always being honorable. So tonight we're going to hit on that word honesty a little bit. And, it resonates with me. The older that I get, the more that I realize that it's best to just be honest and truthful, not only with yourself, but with those around you. It's really the best medicine. And that way you have no regrets. And personally, I had to learn this the hard way as I go through life, which I'm sure we all do. We all try to cut corners growing up. We're young. We want to do things or, kind of dishonest about this and that. And you just learn as you grow. And the story I want to touch on is in terms of honesty and integrity and doing the right things even when no one's looking. Just a personal experience, right after my wife and I had got married, give you a backdrop. My wife and I dated a long time, long distance for about a year and a half. And long story short, I just wasn't always faithful in that relationship, which, this has been put out there before. No new information that she's going to be receiving. But personally, and I feel like everybody may have this, you can turn off your feelings, but I don't think it's always, I think they're still there. Like, people do train themselves to not feel a certain type of thing or a certain type of way, but being the person that I am, being a Taurus, and wanting to be loyal and honest and live a clean life and have a clean slate, I eventually end up confessing, all of those, or, those infidelities, because it was such a huge weight on my shoulders that here it is, this person that I love and, plan on spending the rest of my life with, that I could have anything that hinders me from giving her my all or being totally upfront and honest with her. And that weight that I was carrying just kind of always played its role, because there was always this threat of fear that, what if somewhere down the road someone came back and said, well, this and that happened. And just having that hanging over my head was always such a huge burden, and something that I really had to get over, because it was really hindering our relationship in terms of just being, completely honest with each other and open and being able to have fun and not worry about things that were of no concern. So again, and props to her, for accepting what I had to say, and still accepting me and believing me, and appreciating that honesty. And it was such a huge weight lifted, and not only for that, but it just gave me the pathway really to be more honest in all things. Because here it is, if my wife, if she can handle it, then what concerns do I have of anyone else not being able to handle, me being honest? And I'm not perfect at it. Like, there's always these little things where, you kind of want to hide some truth, but then you have to catch yourself, and realize that, that's going to come back to bite you. And that's going to, that moment you lie is going to turn into a regret. And I think everybody can agree that we don't want to live with regrets. Like, we want to be honest and truthful about our intentions, and the things that we want to do, not only in our words but in our actions, so that we don't carry around unnecessary burdens, because they'll hinder you from really achieving and being all that you can be in life, and being the person that God has meant for you to be, in my opinion. To each his own. But that's the way I feel about it, that if you're not honest about things that you want to do, and honest with yourself about who you are and who you want to be, it is truly going to hinder you from being what God created you to be and put you on this earth to be. And again, that goes with integrity, in terms of doing the right thing even when no one's looking. And again, that's something, I don't struggle with it nearly as much as I used to, but it's something as simple as being at work. Even though you might not want to do something at work, you're here, and it's a job that you signed up for. And I feel like everybody has that gut feeling when they go to make a decision or a choice that tells them, or says to them, this is the right thing to do, and this is not the right thing to do. And it's a split moment, and a lot of people kind of turn it off, and they're just like, oh, F it, you know what I'm saying? And they'll make the bad choice that is not a choice of honesty and integrity. Like, they'll just, and then turn around and try to make some flippant excuses about, why they didn't do it, or this, that, and the other. And they're just not being honest with themselves, or being truthful with themselves about the things that they want in life, or the type of person that they want to be. And that's going to always hold you back. You may get ahead for a short while, but I believe that if you're not honest and you're not living on that path that you want to be on, that getting ahead is gonna last for a very short term. And again, it goes to helping all those around you, so that you're able to surround yourself with the right people. When you're honest about the path that you on, the people that are on that same path will be drawn to that honesty, because they want the same things that you want in life. And you'll be able to tell when it feels forced, or when people are pretending to be in your lane, when you're truly honest with yourself, because it'll show, it'll resonate. Your conversations will be sporadic, or really non-existent. So and to have true honesty and integrity, to me, you do have to have a foundation and belief on some sort of higher power. It's hard for me to truly believe that a quote unquote atheist, or someone that doesn't believe in a higher power, can have the utmost integrity and respect for themselves. Because I feel like you need that base of a higher power as human beings, to feel like there is someone you have to answer to. Yes, I do believe that we are gods amongst ourselves, or within ourselves, but there is someone that created you. You got here some way, somehow. There is a controlling, ruling hand, spirit, mind you, that is out there, as far as I'm concerned. And if you don't have the base of faith, then you really can't be all the way that honest, or have that much integrity. So I encourage everybody, regardless of what you believe in, religion, whatever. Personally, I believe in the gospel of Jesus. I believe that if the world, you know, acted on the gospel of Jesus more than they say they do, that the world would instantly be a better place. Again, we all fall short of glory. I don't always act on, that gospel to 100% T, but it's something that I strive to do. Like the Bible says of King David, a man that's after God's own heart. But nobody's perfect here, and I'm not preaching perfection to anyone. But I am preaching to really look inside of yourself and, decide, that you're going to be honest with yourself. Regardless of what that honesty or where that honesty leads you, just decide that you're going to be honest with yourself. It's like, hey, this is the way I am. This is the way I like it. This is the way I'm going to be, and be it. Or it's, and sometimes you're up in the air, or it's, I don't like the way that I am. I need to change it, and really set down the groundwork to change who you are, change what you are. It is really within all of our being, within our hands. It's our own power. Let no one make you a victim and take your power away from you. If you are a fully grown adult in this world, you have the power to manifest any reality you see fit for yourself. Doesn't have to be a good one. It could be whatever the hell you want it to be, but my suggestion is to be honest in that. And again, I'm still working on me and being all the way honest in what it is I want. And having kids, really played a role in that, and kind of really bringing another aspect to life in terms of what it is I want, as opposed to what it is they need and what I'll have to give for them and create for them in order for them to have a greater opportunity at whatever they want to do or whatever success they want to have. And just feeling like, honestly, it's my duty as a father, as a seed bearer, to give them something more than what I had. And I'm not talking material things, but more love, more knowledge, more time spent than was given and spent with me coming up as a child. And that just takes true honesty and integrity, and making sure that when I'm at work or what I'm doing, whatever I'm doing, that I'm doing it with them in mind and to the best of my abilities. Again, I fall short. Obviously, everybody that knows me, knows my musical background, know that I was started Dream Seeker and was doing well with music, and I'm currently not as active in it as I would like to be. But that's again, that's me needing to find my place and continue to be honest with the path and direction that I want to be on. So that's my tale for the night. Probably a little bit over 10 minutes here, which is fine. I hope you guys got something out of that. Again, I just want to say that the word of tonight is integrity. The words integrity and honesty, and just really being honest with yourself and those around you, so that everybody can be their best. You, your siblings, all your surrounding friends, as long as you honest with them, honest with yourself, I think everybody wins at the end of the day. So find your truth, live your truth. I'm continuing to search and find mine. Shout out to my man Tim for bringing me on with him with the Grayscale podcast, because it's really bringing those juices back out. So man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, honesty and integrity. And I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Y'all make sure y'all catch us live Saturday night. We got Jalen Jones on, local community activist. We'll be talking about peace, justice, and protest, and getting his story and everything that he's got going on. So make sure y'all tune into the Grayscale podcast this Saturday, 8 p.m. Central Time, and check us out. Until then, the Grayscale is going black. Peace and love.